Hello, love bugs, and welcome to Brunch with Lola. I am Lola, loving outwardly, living abundantly, and thank you all for tuning in for yet another episode. Today let's talk about living versus existing. I'm really passionate about this because for so long in my life, I was just existing, like literally like a robot. And it's so funny because I posted up something on my Snapchat and Instagram talking about, I made a statement that said, y'all some robots. And literally I had one person that commented on that and asked me like, what are you talking about? I mean, I had a lot of people, like over, 300 people who saw what I posted, but only one person said, what are you talking about? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to explain to him what I'm talking about. And I said y'all some robots because we are literally, I don't want to say we, because I think I've kind of stepped out of that realm. But there's a lot of people out there who are just existing. They're not living. And when you're just existing, you're really a robot. You're getting up in the morning, you're doing the same thing, you're going to work, you're just sticking with the same routine, which is really a rut. And no one's happy, no one's excited. No one's just living their best life. And now, don't get me wrong, we do have responsibilities. We do have things to take care of. That is a given. We just can't get out of that for sure. But it's a mindset thing. You have to change your mindset. I'm so big on changing mindset because when you change your mindset, like you can really do whatever it is that you want to do. And don't get me wrong, it's not just about changing your mindset, but it's also about exercising prayer. Okay, prayer and sometimes fasting. You have to clear, it's almost like a meditation type of thing. You have to clear your mind and really renew it to start seeing and doing things differently. But just to go back to the robot thing, we're just always just doing the same thing over and over again. We're not living, we're existing. We're waking up to just get to the next day, to just do it all over again. And I don't think that's really beneficial for us as a people. Like, there's so much more to us as human beings. We have the ability to tap into a power that we're not using, because for number one, our mindsets are not correct. They're not right. And number two, we're just walking around here existing like some robots. A lot of people will go on social media and just hit the like buttons and not really reading the content. And I even, caught myself doing that. And I was like, hold on, wait a minute. What am I actually liking about this? Because let me actually read what the post is saying, because it might be something that I don't agree with, or it could be something that I do agree with that I need to, I need to read this. I need to see what it's talking about. So, living versus existing. Now, people would say or probably think like, oh, that person's living their best life because they're traveling, they're doing this, they're making money, blah, blah, blah. And yes, don't get me wrong. For sure, you can live life and travel, and you could be living your best life, but that's not the type of living that I'm talking about. Yes, I love to travel, and I do travel from time to time. Not often as I like, but that definitely will change, hopefully. But just living in the sense of where you are, like in your home, being able to enjoy yourself, being able to enjoy your home, being able to enjoy just your aura, whatever that might be. We definitely need to get out more and, maybe walk around and discover something new, take a hike. I know people do hiking, but a lot of people don't. So I think that's a part of just being able to open up your mind to other things out there. I mean, you don't know when you don't see something. So we already know, we perish for a lack of knowledge, and we don't have the knowledge because we don't go out there to get it, and we don't acquire knowledge. And that's been my thing. I like to acquire knowledge. And some people, they're not comfortable with that because they feel like, oh, I can't just read everything, or I can't just listen to everything. And that's true. You can't. But when you have a mindset of just acquiring the knowledge and getting the information to know it, not necessarily to follow it or not necessarily to believe it, but just to have the information to know it, you are being more conscious and you're being more aware of what's going on. So, excuse me, but definitely it is very, very, very important to make sure we're trying to live daily and not just exist. I got caught up, like I said, in such a rut. I would wake up, go to work all day, eat my lunch, go home, go to sleep. And I wasn't really satisfied at all. I mean, yes, I was making great money. And yes, I had great things happening and going for myself. And I still do. But it's just, I felt like I was trapped and actually I felt like I was enslaved, and really I was. My mind was literally enslaved, and it was kind of like on lockdown. And until I was like, you know what, enough is enough. I need to live and open up my mind and go out and discover, other things. Let me step outside of the box. I talk about thinking outside the box a lot. And, let me step outside of the box and really kind of set new goals for myself and go after other things, which in reality and in return, you become more, with life. You get more energy and you get more lively. So I definitely started to do that. And I definitely just feel like it's something that we all should do. Don't get hung up and caught up in just working and just following the line and just blah, blah, blah. Like, there's so much more out there and there's so much to do. I mean, back in the days when I really had the time, I used to go to the beach and just sit out there and read a book. I might have had like a glass